Welcome back to our tens of fans. Joining me tonight, the only one that heeded the call.
Still ready for my close-up. And I'm Paul.
Of course you are.
Yeah, Oblivion. A little oblivious to what the hell this movie's about.
I gotta say, I'm not too stoked about this. I watched a couple of the trailers, and I still don't know exactly what the plot is. Seems like the whole planet has been evacuated, but Tom Crazy and his crew are still, keeping an eye on things, and I don't know, making way for people to start coming back. And apparently Morgan Freeman is the bad guy because he's got the bad guy sunglasses, and apparently there's a group of bad guy humans. I don't. That's pretty much all I know. But, yeah. I mean, it looks kind of cool. Be kind of interesting, maybe. I mean, obviously Hollywood is throwing a lot of money at Tom Cruise lately. We had, Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol, Jack Reacher. I have yet to see either one, honestly. The last good movie I saw him in was Last Samurai. That was a good movie. Paul?
No Tom Cruise is in it. Lately, he's been hit or miss for me. Justin referred to Ghost Protocol and Jack Reacher. Those were actually pretty good movies he was in, but there are some movies he's been in that I've been like Minority Report, Vanilla Sky, and I'm afraid this movie is going to fall in line with those and just be one of those movies where it's like, what the hell is going on? Justin also had mentioned Morgan Freeman's in it. It's good to see him in something else. Still alive. That's always a plus. So yeah, I'm going in with an open mind, not expecting much. I mean, it's Tom Cruise. He was great when he first started back, Top Gun, Days of Thunder, that era Tom Cruise, but lately, I'm just like, whatever. So, check it out, see what it's all about. We'll get back to you.
I gotta say, I'm underwhelmed. I had really no expectations about this, but, yeah. I was actually surprised at how underwhelmed I was with this movie, at how much was going on, yet how little at times was going on. I'm trying to talk about this movie without giving anything away. There are a lot of science fiction staples in this. I saw several. I don't know if they were intentional or not, but there were kind of winks, I think, toward several other, better in my opinion, science fiction movies. I don't know, it was just kind of all over the place for me. And not really in a good way.
I was pleasantly surprised, going in with zero expectations, really, and I thought there was a lot of plot twists. Some of them were predictable at times. Pretty good character development for the main character, Tom Cruise, and a couple other of the minor characters. Storyline is interesting, but it's not brand new. You can take it from other movies and be like, oh yeah, they did this and they did that. I know me and Justin made references to several movies, Independence Day, Mad Max, Predator, Star Wars. It is based in the future, so it is kind of science fiction-y, like he said.
Did you say Mad Max?
Yes.
Okay.
It moves kind of quick at times, so it's a little hard to follow, but you you got to accept some of the information and just go with it. But overall, I thought it was a pretty decent movie. I mean, it's not mind-blowingly awesome, but it's, like I said, interesting, you know, and it's a little bit different concept, but not totally. So, yeah.
I just want to be clear. I'm not saying that this is a bad movie. It's just that I think the execution was a bit lacking. Like Paul said, there were several references that we made to many science fiction films. Oh, 2001. We forgot that one. 2001.
Yes.
The Space Odyssey. That was in there too. And a little bit of Portal, the video game. But, I mean, the cinematography was great. I loved the way they shot it. The special effects were tight. The story, even though it drags at times and speeds up, and I think poor pacing was one of the little issues of it. It was like it'd go super fast at some point and you'd be missing some information. We were talking about it in the parking lot before we got on the road. This is On The Road Reviews. And we were talking about, like, there were some points in the story that I wasn't sure if I had missed something or if I just wasn't following. But yeah, there are some twists and several of them are predictable, but it's still, I guess the way it's kind of all hodgepodge together, you don't expect some of them. Yeah, I'm still compiling my thoughts on what I actually think about this movie.
Also, towards the end, they kind of humanized one of the droids or probes or whatever you want to call it, and I just found that fascinating that they kind of did that. And it's almost like a warning, I guess you could say, with human technology development and stuff, you know, almost like a Terminator's out, you know, reference going on there. So
Dun 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 dun.
Terminators.
Oblivion looks like a pretty awesome movie on the outside. The trailers make it look positively epic. But, yeah. In the future, a war with another group, presumably aliens, has left the Earth all but uninhabitable. And it's up to Tom Cruise and Andrea Risebauer, acting as a mop-up crew, to look after the place till things are ready for them to return to the rest of humanity amongst the stars. Now let me be clear again, I'm not saying this is a bad concept or a bad movie. Some of the twists in the story are actually really good ones, and the special effects are really top-notch. Another reviewer even hailed it as a quote-unquote stylized remix of superior sci-fi groundbreakers. But see, therein lies the problem with Oblivion. It is a remix of ideas. I can literally count on all my fingers how many movies this thing was referencing, be it the characters or the story or even the cinematography at times. Tom Cruise, Olga Kurylenko, and Andrea Risebauer do very well with their performances given what little is actually revealed of their individual character. And of course, Morgan Freeman does incredibly well with even less screen time. Despite all the good points that it has, despite the good performances, the special effects, the way the story plays out, the overall impression that I got from this movie was, I mean, that's really it, guys. I've seen it all before. They just took all of these ideas and went and put it together, and out comes Oblivion. In fact, that's what I'm going to use for this one. As awesome as the film looks, and as much as I wanted to enjoy this sci-fi romp, I'm giving Oblivion 2 meh out of 5. Sorry guys, just wasn't impressed with this one. This is Justin with On The Road Reviews, and we'll see you in the movie line. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
No more?